Hello friends, we have a day at home. We got back from camping at Sutton last night late. We spent about an hour, maybe a little longer, unloading the trailer, putting all the camping stuff away, unloading the food, all that stuff that comes with coming home from camping. It was a lot of work, but it was such a fun trip. We just had the best time with friends. It's just, we don't go car camping very often, and it was just so much fun to have so many kids for the kids to play with. They were just busy the whole time and so many different activities. So we had a great time. This is our day. We had church this morning, and now we are just washing tons of clothes to get ready to pack up and leave tomorrow for Seldovia again. So got some fun things going on at Seldovia. Mark has been twice without taking the camera and is building a bunkhouse, started building the bunkhouse there. So I'm excited to see it. I haven't seen it yet. They did all the work while I wasn't there. So excited to take you along and show you the bunkhouse, and then we will just probably do some fishing and lots of fun stuff. So come along. The chicks are about 2.5, 3 weeks old now. They're getting so big. They're only gonna be in here probably another week, and then they're out to the coop because they're gonna get too big for this, but they're super cute. Say hi. I think that I've done at least 8 loads of laundry since last night. The laundry room is overflowing, but I don't want to start packing until it's all done so I can just fold stuff and put it in people's bags. But back-to-back camping trips and no time in between to like get the house clean. If I'm being perfectly honest, the house is suffering a little bit, but there'll be time for that. While the weather's good and Mark has time off, we're gonna keep going and playing and just enjoying summer because it ends so quickly. All right, we did it. We have everybody's laundry done, washed, and repacked for another week at the cabin. I'm exhausted, and it's gonna be a good trip, but sure is a lot of work getting it all turned around. Good morning, friends. We are prepping to go to the cabin today. I decided to stay home a little bit longer. Me and Bennett are here. Mark has already gone with 3 of the boys on the airplane to get to the cabin. But with all these back-to-back camping trips, I felt like the house needed like an hour of my attention. So I've swept, cleaned the counters, cleaned the kitchen, gotten it ready so that when we come home, it will be not a disaster. It was kind of getting to that point with us just kind of rushing in and rushing out again. And I'm glad I did, because I found a banana smashed into the carpet from this morning that somebody had hid under a blanket. So glad that I took care of that. I'm gonna pack up the food. I've got a pile here behind me on the counter, but I'm gonna pack up the food, and then Bennett and I are going to run a few errands on our way to Homer. He decided to stay home with me. I think he likes the one-on-one time while we drive together, so we are going to make our way to Homer, and then Mark will come pick us up tonight. That way we're not in any rush. He can go be at the cabin and his parents are there, so that he can leave the 3 boys with them while he comes to get us in Homer tonight. So that's what we're doing today. So we had so much fun in Seward painting rocks. Bennett and I decided that we were gonna put together a rock painting kit to take to the cabin. So that's what we're gonna go in and get some supplies for, and then we will take it with us. One once we got into Michael's, we found the paint section and started gathering a variety of colors to paint our rocks. We made sure that we got a big white and a big black because we felt like those colors would get used most often. Then we got this Mod Podge clear acrylic sealer to spray the rocks with so that the paint wouldn't wash off. Last of all, we went and found a tote that fit all the paints quite nicely, and then it has this little shelf that goes on the top, and that would hold all of our paint brushes in between painting, so it works really well. And that is what we put together for our painting kit for rocks and shells at the cabin. Having a heat wave here. Got in the car and we had to roll down the windows. So we're done. We're gonna get some lunch and then we are gonna drive. We've got an audiobook going, Peter and the Starcatchers, and we are ready to roll. We are stuck in traffic.
I'm gonna read a book.
Not in traffic. We are stuck in construction.
Pilot car.
Oh, it's about to start. But this is the construction that we barely made it through when we came back from Seward. They were waiting to close it off. We went through at 9:55 and it closed at 10. So right now they're not closing it off, but it did say expect long delays all day. So this behind me is the Kenai River. It is one of the best salmon and trout rivers fishing around. And in a little bit later, there'll be combat fishing on this river further down where people just stand right in line and you just fight each other for salmon and boats go by, and I don't know. It's a fun river to fish. Mark and I actually went on our first date on part of the Kenai River fishing. Actually, the Russian River. We were on the Russian River. The Russian River and the Kenai River come together. So, but we are in Cooper Landing, and Cooper Landing is where we went on our first date. So, kind of fun. And if you can tell, it's just this beautiful blue color. It's just amazing. So Bennett and I saw a bunch of cars pulled over, so we decided that we would stop and look in this forest fire area for morel mushrooms. We'll just see what we can find. We may not find any, it may be too late, but might as well look. So hard to see. Bennett just found one. Okay, get way down if you can. Okay, so we gave ourselves 20 minutes. We put a timer on and we found 6. So in about 25 minutes. It was like a treasure hunt. We wanted to get more, but we need to keep going. So we're gonna be happy with our 6. All right, we made it to Homer. I've got one happy kid to be out of the car. We've just got another 2 or 3 minutes down the mountain into Homer to meet Mark at the airport. We got an update about 10 minutes ago that he was, or maybe 15 minutes ago, that he was leaving the cabin. So we should be getting there about the same time. I think Bennett would rather just run all the way down to the airport. He's just so excited to be out of the car. Here we are coming in for a landing in Seldovia. I just want you to take note that as we're coming in, it is super bouncy. It is not my poor camera skills. I was holding on for dear life and the plane was bouncing everywhere. It was smooth until right when we were coming into Seldovia, and then it got super tricky.
Man, geez.
Anything you want to say?
No, this is just rough. That was a tough landing.
That was a rough landing?
The wind was coming over the trees and kind of making all these swirling and
Can I get out?
in and out, gusting, and so plane, you had to really work the throttle back and forth to make sure we had a safe landing.
Killing me.
Yeah, that was the most tricky landing I have ever experienced. I could tell Mark was doing everything to keep us going in the right direction. And back there I could just hear singing. He had no idea. We were so grateful to be safely on the ground again. Our next video will show you all the fun we had while we're in Seldovia, fishing, catching octopus, and working on the new bunkhouse. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the thumbs up button to let YouTube know that you like our videos, and we will see you soon on This Alaska Life. We're so grateful you're here. See you soon.